Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're taking a look at Once Human. Now this is an upcoming title and we do have access to the demo which is available on Steam. So let's talk about the hardware requirements. The minimum GPU these people want you to have is a GTX 750 Ti. You heard me right, this is even below 780, which is the good old gaming days GPU of Battlefield 3. So yeah, I mean, you can actually run this pretty much on a potato at this point. And recommended GPU is a GTX 1060 6GB version. And that's about it. The game apparently supports even Intel Arc GPU, so that's an interesting twist and turn here. Now, the game itself takes place in post-apocalyptic multiplayer semi-open world crafting full environment. So yeah, we'll see how that runs. I'm not exactly a big fan of such games, but I do know that survival games are actually kind of trending for the last, I was gonna say 20 years, you know, give or take. So let's jump straight in. When it comes to the settings, not too much things to adjust here. We're gonna go with full screen, 4K native, and for performance tab, which usually should be called graphics, we're going with the highest preset that's available. So we're going with unlimited frame rate, everything is cranked as much as we can, minus the motion blur. Now there are some things that you can adjust outside of this, which is how the camera follows the character, how it pans for inactivity, and so on and so forth, but I think those are the things you can tweak for your own preference. So I'm here just to look at the numbers. The numbers are right hand side, so let's I guess select as servers. So I wonder I think we can just try to go here and see if we can join a server, and then we're actually gonna, yes, privacy policy, okay, interesting pop-up. I did not expect the game to show up a pop-up outside of the game, but
our lives have followed a long path, but eventually all roads reach their end.
Still each breath,
our world is broken, stagnant, fallen into the abyss. But everything is born from darkness, even the universe itself. Now, do you see it? A glimmer within the void. The spark of life still burns, and evolution forges a new way forward. Once your faith overcomes despair, once you move beyond death, once life returns to this world, we'll meet beyond that path.
okay, so here we have the selection screen, and honestly I think the audio for the dialogues and the cutscenes is a little bit over the top. I was not sure exactly how loud it's gonna be, but I think it's pretty loud in all honesty. Anyway, we're gonna take the most generic, terrible looking character we can see. So I think we can just pick something that looks... Oh, this looks like a midlife dude giving up on life. Name the character. How do I name the character? Yes. There we go, and let's enter the game and let's see what happens.
Negative 195.79 Celsius. Physical movement or brain function not detected. Subject status stable. Dagger still stuck in the sheath. Inspection 481 complete. Requesting a higher power outlay for the isolation chamber to prevent any further outages. What's that? Security breach. Security breach!
Okay, that was pretty intense pre-rendered cutscene. Right, so what do we have? Looks like the game is still loading in some files. The CPU is hitting pretty much ceilings of every possible thing. So yeah, well, the recommended CPU is an i7-7700, which technically is an 8-core, if I'm not mistaken, 16-thread CPU from good old 2016-ish. But yeah, I think 6 cores is going to be a little bit interesting for this title. So let's have a look-see. In this contained area, we're pulling 7.6 gigs of video memory allocated, 13 gigs of RAM. The game does want you to have at least 16, I can see why. Overall, it kind of looks pretty decent. Let's have a look-see. Adult human, ethnicity, I have no idea, and I don't have a gender. Perfect. Well, technically that should be male, that's 4 letters, but oh well. Subject's been impelled by an object made of unknown material with likely origins in a rift space. Subject's being placed in isolation compartments per safety protocols. Okay, fair enough. So, what do we do? Let's walk around, get a feel for the place. And the controls are actually pretty decent. We can even jump, we can sprint. And we can dive, that's interesting, and we can crouch. Very simple controls, very simplistic control, should I say. Let's investigate this. Access code for Chrono Cage Experiment 0728. Okay. And they actually show us how it looks. Shelter, now this reminds of Control a bit. Huge metallic doors. Shelter ID. And protection rating. MGS. Metal Gear Solid, I guess, isn't it? Input password. 0782, I think. 0728. Ah, there you go. Find the access card, enter the research lab to obtain Cradle. And what happened with these people? Okay. Oh no, do we have a baby on our back like in a Death Stranding? I'm so confused, it's almost like this game just makes references to so many other games. We even have Dr. Octavius hooked up to the ceiling. Okay. Communicate with the mysterious bird-shaped creature. Hello, mysterious bird-shaped creature. Talk.
Well, it's good to see another face. I thought I was on my own. And you're a metahuman too.
Okay.
I don't know who you are, but I know what you are. You awakened the cradle, and that's something only a metahuman could do. Do you remember who you are? It must have been that
Okay, my
fluctuation
character's
just now.
mute.
It
Interesting.
trapped me in the cradle. It could have robbed you of your memories. You can call me V. It seems that our interests are aligned, metahuman.
Yeah. Why are you here?
I came to secure a deviation, a paper butterfly. But I think something must have scared it. Right now, though, we need to move. I can show you the way out of this place. But only if you help me complete my mission first. All you have to do is listen to what I tell you.
Explore the monolith interior and find the exit. Optional. Press Q to use space-time search for items in the monolith. Oh, that's a neat trick. Okay. And we're getting a gun. Machete. Okay, take all. A little bit rough around the edges when it comes to loading things and items, but overall I cannot say this is bad. This is playable.
This is a life that has been infected with stardust. It's called a deviant. Our world has been overrun with deviants ever since Starfall. Ordinary humans can't take high levels of stardust exposure. When they do, they end up just like... But you're a metahuman. You should be fine. In fact, if the conditions are right, one deviant can put the stardust to your advantage.
Okay. It's exactly the same. Oh well. Right. I wonder if we can get the gun. We're getting flatbread. Okay. Considering this is a tutorial, I'm not too fussed about everything else, but rustic hat. At least we're automatically equipping what we find. That's good. That's got a little bit of oh, set the guard. What do I want me to do with it? Interact. Okay. Can we jump? Okay. Leg slightly injured during the fall. So there's no mantle system that I can see, considering we were pretty much on the ledge there. Interesting. Rustic shoes. So essentially we're just looting everything that we see. I mean, to be fair, pretty self-explanatory when it comes to it. Let's give it a twirl. See once we get outside.
Just know I'm a monster. My mom, my dad, they're gone.
Okay, got it.
My butterfly, it's flying.
Yes.
Oh, deviation. We were looking for a butterfly. Fair enough.
We need something powerful to challenge the evolutionists, and I think I've finally found it. We can secure other deviations. We can use them to forge a new path.
So she's a butterfly and deviation. Okay, I know that there is an open world outside of all of this.
Mayflies. Small.
So let's go for a little stroll real quick. Kind of getting that control vibe, really. All things considered, like, this is...
Reach out your left hand. See if you can feel the rhythm of it. Then try and secure it.
Get meme points? Really? We're getting meme points here. Okay. And here's the glorious outdoors that I was waiting for. Okay. Yeah, left Victor's Hamlet's power cost. Okay. So we have a pre-built base with turrets. And let's look at the performance. So we're pulling 7.6 gigs of video memory, 14.5 of RAM, above 1660 frames, and CPU is kind of spiking on all cores, give or take, so I guess there's a lot of data to be processed. Now the game is running in DirectX 11, so it is not exactly that bad. It's just probably just game loading in some assets. But I guess this is all that we can build eventually. Interesting, interesting. Let's go in. Oh, hi, I know you.
V, you're still alive.
Yes, and look what I found. A meta. Only just woken up. They were kind enough to activate the cradle and set me free.
Thank you, metahuman. This means a lot to me. You can call me Mitsuko. I used to be a metahuman as well. Rosetta did all kinds of experiments on me. That is, until V saved me.
Mitsuko is a very special meta. She can sense even the tiniest fluctuations, and it's thanks to her that I was able to take refuge in this place after Starfall. You're safe here.
Yes, an emissary of sorts. I wanted it to help rescue other metas. The recent fluctuation must have startled it. The important thing right now is to secure it. See that thing in the center of the room? It's a device for securing deviations. This makes them more useful and safer to be around.
Okay.
The butterfly is recovered. I think it likes you. Deviations can be very dangerous if not taken care of. They can radiate stardust, which can lead to all kinds of unpredictable consequences. This is why we created the Mayflies. We make cradles and securement units to keep deviations contained. We're trying to find ways for humans and deviations to live in harmony. We figured this is our best chance of cleaning up the mess that Rosetta made.
No one's exactly sure what they are, just that they're not bound by the physical laws of our world. They came from another dimension, something we call rift space. When deviations get stressed, they release stardust. We think this brings our world and rift space closer together, like with Starfall. And when that happens, it becomes possible to pass between the two planes of existence.
Some deviations are friendly, like the butterfly. But others, like the ones inside monoliths, are extremely dangerous. It's not practical to secure all of them, of course. But if we can learn more about them, maybe we can find ways to live alongside them. The stardust just keeps spreading, and we aren't sure why. The siren!
Shit, it must have gotten through. Come on, Meta. A deviation from another world just entered this space and it won't go down without a fight. It can help.
I cannot shake the feeling that I actually seen this game some time ago. Because I think this butterfly will literally just be in our backpack and then you can kind of use it for attacks. Maybe that was a showcase for this game back in the day when it was still just in the development cycle, which honestly was quite some time ago. We're talking a couple of years back actually. But anyhow, I think we need to loot up first before we can go and look how that siren gets to us. So yeah, let's just walk around. Performance wise, playable. Then again, you know, how many of you will be playing this game in 4K with the 96K? Probably no one. If you do, well, the performance is about around 60-ish frames, so it's not exactly end of the world. The game itself actually looks good enough. No, all things considered, for a looter PvP, I suppose it's PvE as well, Definitely looks slightly better. Well, actually, it looks a lot better than PUBG. So, if you kind of need to learn all of the ropes and mechanics, at least you're not going to be getting too many hiccups and stutters. But this is actually pretty good. In all honesty, you know, it's kind of okay. Yeah. Let's synchronize the cradle. Fell trees barehanded to acquire logs. Mine store barehanded to acquire gravel. Okay, let's see. I mean, mine stone. Guess we're mining stone then, somehow. Rock versus rock. Okay, this works. And we can set up a campsite. Okay. Use the simple crafting bench in a campsite to make basic gears. I see. Craft gear. Rustic crossbow. We need 5 more logs. And we can get torch, a melee weapon. Damage 149. Okay. Let's get a torch. Equip. And we just need a bit more wood. We need to fell a tree. So we can get a rustic crossbow. And then once we have that, we can pretty much end it there, because this is how this game, I suppose, might actually go. So yeah, I'm not holding my breath in regards what and how the gameplay is gonna bring us, but I think this is pretty safe to assume that this is how it is. And we can attack people or things from a distance. Let's hit some copper ore first. Very simple stuff. You are very thirsty. Make an arrow. Make a rock pickaxe. I think we could collect dirty water. Dirty water is better than no water, so probably there's a way to purify it and stuff like this, so oh well. Oh, that's a lot of dirty water we're getting here. Let's try this. Okay, certain things we will have to kinda learn on the go. But okay. You feel stuffed. You're no natural energy loss for 20 minutes. Right. Boiled water. What do you need for arrows? Probably wood and rock. And for armor, we can actually get something more as well. Insufficient materials all around. Fair enough, but yeah, you probably can just kit yourself out here and go from there. So, yeah, I would want to say, I guess this is actually pretty much as good as a technical preview. This goes for a demo. This actually is a pretty good glimpse. So yeah, performance-wise, a little bit rough around the edges, but for a public tech demo for an early access game that is not even officially out yet, I was gonna say this is actually pretty acceptable. I can't find any faults with that. When it comes to everything else, the visuals, probably this is a little bit story-driven to an extent, and I do not know enough about the game to talk about the future plans for co-op or anything else, or squadding up or whatnot. So yeah, anyway. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Over and out.